JIS. If you could introduce yourselves and then talk about how the year's been, and then talk about this year's budget. Judge Mondelli, you want to go first?
Judge Mike Mondelli, still chair of the JIS Policy Committee, and I brought along with me Ms. Steers and Ms. Binkley to explain the budget, since they are the director and her assistant from the JIS.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Highnote, Mr. Riebling. Thank you for having us here today. As you can see by our highlighted accomplishments, we've had another busy year at JIS. We have continued to provide enhancements to our existing court case management systems, which in most cases have saved our customers money, time, and resources. And we've also implemented counting into the JIMS application. I wanted to highlight that for the Juvenile Court Clerk's Office, so that all monies going through the Juvenile Court Clerk's Office are now handled automatically within their JIMS case management system. Next year proves to be another big year for us as we continue to receive requests continuously for enhancements to the existing systems. As well as to the websites. Some of our customers were here today and have talked about those websites that we've built for them. And as Mr. Gentry talked about, we're launching a mobile website for the Criminal Court Clerk's Office. And I think that will be the first of its kind for Metro. And we're very happy about that, and that should be launched in April. We are also going to be upgrading all of our case management systems, the front end and back end Oracle. This has been done in the past, used to be done by the Unisys vendor to the tune of about $500,000 per upgrade. This is the third time that JIS will be doing that upgrade in-house, utilizing existing resources. Our budget reduction this year amounts to a little over $40,000. This year, it's particularly difficult for us because we have expanded or gained about a 50% more customers for our Tier 1 help desk support. And this year, that $40,000 would mean a decrease of one position for GIS in that area.
What's that mean, Natalie? What's that support do?
Help desk support?
Yeah, well, yeah. So explain what you mean, the customer increase or the demand increase. Tell me more about that.
We've gotten a demand increase from some of our customers who have asked us to take on that support for them.
Oh, okay.
To give them Tier 1 support, in other words, to give them direct support for their for all their computer needs, hardware needs.
Mm-hmm. How many of your members have their own technology person within their department?
I believe 3.
Sheriff?
We don't support the sheriff help desk wise. They take care of themselves.
Who would be the 3?
But criminal court clerk, criminal court clerk's office, state trial court has someone, and general sessions has someone.
And do they, I guess, do the customer service, or are they maintaining sort of an internal data system, or?
They maintain the internal computer hardware, just the PCs, the printers, that kind of thing. But we've taken on state trial courts and community corrections this year because it has become too much for them. Okay. So we've taken on that support as well. If
the public defender, DA, had their own unique software for, I guess, case management, who would maintain that, and how would that be handled?
If they have unique software, well, as it happens, all of their case management software is supported by us and coded by us. But if they have a piece of software that is unique to them, in most cases, what would happen is it would be supported by the vendor that they purchased it from.
Okay. And do they have the capacity, do you think, now? I mean, I'm just thinking of the case management systems that the law department has. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that allows you to keep track, say, of conflicts and case dispositions. Is that capacity there, or is it?
If the capacity is there to support those applications?
Right.
Well, all of the applications, the DA's application, criminal court clerk, public defender, all of those applications fall within what we call the CJIS suite. And those are all supported by us.
But are those unique to each office, or is it a standard?
They are separate applications built on the same platform and with all their unique needs. And when they come in with needs for those applications, they come to us, they go through a steering committee, they're approved by a group of representatives of the different departments. And we actually make those changes and support those applications fully. There are no vendors involved in the support of any of those court case management applications.
Okay. I mean, I guess thinking back to my time with JIS, that at the beginning, that the idea was that you would get information would come in through the police when someone is booked,
right?
And then that information is passed on to the clerk's office, and then to the DA, public defender, if the public defender is assigned, the trial courts, and then they have the ability to customize it for what their own needs are. I mean, obviously the public defender has the information they don't share, the DA has information he doesn't share. And that exists now. That
exists today. The only difference is that there's no more vendor involved, and all of them come to the table with all the requests, and JIS supports, enhances, maintains all of those applications.
Okay. And so if one of those departments wanted to add additional features,
yes,
they would come to the committee with that proposal and.
Yes, they come directly to us. They ask for the changes they need. We spec it out and do some analysis, and we get an estimate of hours. We take it to a steering committee that consists of representatives of all the departments, and they approve the work and prioritize the work within GIS.
All right, and do you have a schedule or a plan of action for next year that you have programs you're already going to be working on for the course of the next 12 months?
We have some for the next 12 months. We have a lot of work. I think the last time I came here, I told you we had about 7 years worth of work that's out there. The biggest thing that we do is sit down and prioritize that work. And they come to us, and we estimate it at the time that they make the request. So yes, we have, I wouldn't say that we have the next 12 months very defined. I would say we always have the next 6 to 8 months pretty well defined, and then the rest is sitting there waiting to be prioritized.
All right. So unless it was a very high priority, a new project would move behind the things you've got scheduled?
Yes, very rarely happens, but if there's something that, if there's something that takes precedent for a particular reason, then the committee just says, go ahead and do it.
Okay. And then in terms of the budget, your 2% reduction, somewhere between $40,000 and $50,000, is that?
It's $40,100.
And that would be basically half of a position.
It's about half of a position, but we're already a little short in the budget to fund that position, so it would end up being a full position.
Okay. And then you have improvements. What is represented there?
The improvements that we have represented are some for rent, and the regular rent increase. And also there's about $25,000 that is for software licensing. We maintain all of the software licensing for all of our customers within GIS, and there are regular 2 to 5% increase on that software licensing yearly. And this year we are requesting additional funds to cover those contractual agreements.
Okay.
Natalie, the position is not currently filled. It would be an ad, right? Or is it currently filled?
It is currently filled. All the positions are filled.
Okay.
But that's not the largest increase. I mean, the major improvement that you've requested.
Is in the capital budget. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, have you not asked for $400,000 in Oracle support?
That is contingent upon the capital budget.
So if you get the money in the capital budget, then you also need the 400 in operating is what
that is
the question
correct.
is. Right.
That is correct.
And tell us why that's critical at this juncture.
When Oracle is the back end of all of our applications. It's the database for all of the CJS suite. And when that was first purchased 15 years ago, 400 concurrent licenses were purchased for that software. That's what they estimated at the time, that how many users would be utilizing all of the software at the same time. Over time, that user base continues to grow. We add more applications, we add more functionality, more people come on board. And in what would be a very good scenario would be to just go out and buy a few more concurrent licenses. Unfortunately, Oracle doesn't sell concurrent licensing anymore. They only sell server licenses. So we would have to purchase about $500,000 worth of server licenses in order to get then what we would get would be unlimited users on utilizing the software. But that comes with a price tag of about $400,000 additional per year support and maintenance.
Does it replace the 400 or does it add to the 400?
It replaces the 400. The 400 gets calculated into there as a discount.
I got it. Okay.
Right. But your need is $400,000 operating and a capital. Is your request? Is that the request? That is
the request is about $500,000 at. I'm sorry, $1.2 million at capital for a one-time upgrade of all of Oracle, and then about $400,000 per year in addition to the $125,000 that we currently pay for maintenance and support. And that is not for the use of JIS, but it is for the use of all of our customers to utilize the software.
Okay. And that's part of your all other budget outside of accelerated expenses. So you got like a little under $500,000 all other.
All other.
And that would be the 120. That would be the Oracle. What's included in that number? I guess I should ask.
And the 400,000.
Yeah, the all other in your budget. I mean, how much is that consultant support, or is it all software?
It's predominantly software. There's a little bit in there for hardware. There's a little bit in there for software upgrades, but very little. Predominantly, it is software licensing.
Okay. Judge Mondelli, how's JIS doing?
From all reports that I get, they're doing well. Juvenile court people have said good things about them. Mr. Gentry's office and JIS work very well together. And Dawn Diener was a public defender. She said some good things. I've got good reports from them. Natalie and her staff, even though over the last couple of years, as most departments in Metro have suffered staff reductions and budget reductions, have been able to survive those and still put out a good product. Everybody is just completely satisfied with JIS.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go. Thank you, Judge.
She makes my job easy.
You need a Facebook testimonial?
Well, I asked her about that, and she said the look that she gave me indicated to me that that's not necessary for us.
We're not on Facebook at this time.
Rich, anything more? Greg? I should note Constable Bedney has been here for this hearing. I appreciate that, and a few other ones here today. And well, thank you for your good work, and